Tap, tap. One time for the tap. Thanks for tapping in. Let the know-it-alls getting to 2,000 subscribers be the reason that you tap in, right? Go ahead, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like and subscribe button. Like this particular podcast, be sure to thumbs up it. You already here. If you haven't done it already, I see about 12, 13 people locked in real quick for the just now. Should be 13 thumbs up in this spot. Excuse me. That was a cough. I'm muted though. No fines. But yeah, we're we getting close, man. We're like 75 people away from 2,000. We love to be there by this time next week. Certainly appreciate each and every one of you that do. So again, like and subscribe, KnoItAllz YouTube channel. Rock with us. Memberships are available. We got 3 different tiers of membership. No some, no more, no all. Actually, the collective, Big G, and myself have been working diligently at putting more, shorts and reels and backstage content out there and stuff like that for each of you. I know I've done a couple things here. Shorts from my house, gave quick opinions and thoughts from my backyard, from my game room, just different stuff like that. So tap in and check out some of that stuff, man. We certainly appreciate it. G always got a quick breakdown. He broke down the offensive line the other day. Go back and check that out. Some good information. That guy loves the O-line. I think you'd be a football guy, you got to let O-line, right? But he played it. I played it back when he played it too, around the same time. So, we actually played together. He was a year ahead of me, even though I'm 3 weeks older than him. I don't know how that really happened. Somehow we got to start school in September, early in first grade, and I couldn't start. They said you go to first grade next year because of my birthday. I don't know how that happened though. But anyway, thanks for being here. Like I said, tap in, tap in for the channel, tap in for the culture, tap in for whatever is your reason is, right? Thanks for being here. What we're going to talk about today, we don't typically talk about all the time, right? Because it's not a typical topic that we ever have to address on this show. Because you already know.
My logic is undeniable.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
I'm coming like that most of the times, right? But I was wrong a few, potentially wrong, right? I won't call me all the way wrong yet, but looks like I could be wrong about a few things. We're going to talk about those things. Excuse me. We're also going to address some of the live chat questions and stuff. You say to yourself, what was I wrong about? I'm going to get into it briefly. Jalen Ramsey. Not completely wrong yet. He hasn't practiced at all. He's practicing off to the side right now. I think that's a good thing. The Steelers anticipate him being ready for week 1, whatever that looks like. That's what the anticipation is, the expectation is. So we'll see what happens with that. My big old take it off the list, Kaleb Johnson. 3rd round running back from last year, never received an opportunity. I had him high up this year. I expected a big year of backup production from him, being the 3rd running back. He might not make the squad, y'all. For real. We'll talk about that briefly when I get to that. And Robert Spears-Jennings potentially making the 53. It's not guaranteed yet, but he's real close. If he ain't 53, 52, 53, 51, 52, 53, he like 54, 55, easy. But there's reasons to why he's going to get an opportunity too, or has got an opportunity to make this 53-man roster. And we're going to talk about that. First, real quick, let's shout out everybody in the live chat. Those of you that are here, I'm not going to let y'all catch me up either. I'm going to get through what I got to get through. Then we're going to go back to the live chat. But thanks for tapping me. I heard y'all got diabolical yesterday. I couldn't make it on Big G's keeping it 100. Something about y'all arguing and stuff, and y'all called the homie Mark Malone broke or something. What was going on out here in these know-it-alls Pittsburgh Steelers streets out here, man? Shout out to my boy Pickens, Big Dummy, my Steeler boo, Christine Black and Gold in the building. Thanks for tapping in, Christine. Good to see you. Chris Sawyer in the building. Tap Christine. Tap Christine. Tap Chris. What's good, Chris? Thanks for the tap, man. My boy Young Buckling in the building, a diabolical one, Mr. Give JPJ whatever he want bag in the building. My boy, Jeremy Bernard is better than Jamar Chase in the building. My boy Ty, the young Buckley in the building. Shout out Ty. Thanks for the tap. No doubt, no doubt. Ty, appreciate you. Homie K Reed in the building. Thanks for the tap, K Reed. Who else we got? We got Steeler Girl. Shout out Steeler Girl. Where you been over there in the Aloha land? We appreciate you tapping back in. No, we've noticed. We got an eye on you too. Thanks for tapping in. G Stacks in the building. Shout out to the homie G Stacks. Holding it down. Wes Hatchet. What's good, Wes? What's good? BSG. Hey, BSG, take me back to my youth childhood, man. Back where I'm from, it's a street in our hood called Baxter Street, right? It's on the west side of town. Back in the day, it was a real thing. It was the BSG, man. The Baxter Street gangsters back in the day, man. It was a real thing. So every time I see BSG, you take me back about 30, 35 years for real, man. So shout out to you, BSG. Name I can't forget, for real, for real. Let's see, who else we got in the building I haven't mentioned yet? Trying to scroll through. Y'all get Mr. G Styles in the building. Shout out G Styles, the homie. Thanks for tapping in, man. As always, appreciation. My boy 901 from down there around them Nashville, Memphis, Tennessee parts. I think, Red, you closer to Nashville, though, right? I like Memphis, too. Memphis put me in mind like where I'm at now. Baltimore, up by where I'm from, the Youngstown area, and then over to Lima, northwest Ohio, closer to Detroit. So Memphis always put me in mind like a Detroit, Baltimore, Cleveland, so my time in Memphis put me in just a southern, little more south to it. But if you ever go to any of them cities, them industrial, rough kind of cities, Baltimore, Detroit, Cleveland, them places, Memphis always put me in mind of that, man. Pointless information, but I'm here to share, right? Homie Dre Green in the building. Tap, Dre. Thanks for tapping in. Torsha in the building. TJ, shout out, not TJ Watt. Who else we got here? Let's see. Don't want to miss any. If I do, let me know. My yo boy. Jaime Carlo in the building. Man, the myth, the legend, the homie Claude in the building. Shout out, Claude. Thanks for the 2. Certainly appreciate you, bro. All the time, always. You always appreciate it, man. You always welcome here into our home, Claude. Even though sometimes, like Martin Lawrence, you gotta get to stepping sometimes, but you always welcome back, man. You like Cole on Martin, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta go, but you always get to come back. Shout out to the homie. Tate, can you do one show without being biased? See, Claude, I ain't gonna say I ain't biased about what. I'm here to tell you where I'm wrong. What's bias in telling you where I'm wrong, Claude? But yeah, man, let's tap on through and get through these. Oh, my boy, the OG, Mark Cunningham in the building. Mark, I ain't seen you in a couple shows, man. I ain't gonna say you ain't been here, but shout out to the homie Mark. We got who else we got in the building, man? I already said Claude, K Reed, just trying to scroll through, catch up. Pick and say Tate. It's very obvious you guys are been working very hard on everything. Hey, man, thanks. GP, the homie, man. We certainly appreciate it. We have been working hard, man. We knew football season was coming. We wanted to bring you guys great content. Specifically, me and Big G, myself, want to bring great content. My tube, I'm just saying because we fans, right? Me and G, like fans. Want to bring you great Steeler content. Some of the best out here, man. You know what I mean? So we certainly appreciate you. I'm going to catch up on this damn live chat. Y'all going to let me. Okay. Let's see. Uh-oh. Fee in the building. Shout out to the homie Fee. Where you been? I ain't seen you. At least ain't no show I've been on recently, man. Like this one, Pump Your Brakes, the KnoItAllz, the Smash the Gas. Where you been, Fee? It's getting close to football season. Go ahead and hit that clock. However you got to clock in at your job, you know what I mean? I think when I last worked, we was having to still swipe at the clock, though. You know, I was getting ready to leave. Well, not when I left. When I was getting ready to leave around 2021-ish, getting close to it. You could do it from your phone when you got on the premises, man. So that was great. Homie Jay Steed in the building. Shout out, Steed. Thanks for the tap. Jar Devil in the building. The homie Jar Devil. Shout out, Jar. Thanks for showing up once again. Everybody's here. Everybody out of the show love to show love by hitting that like button. Go ahead and hit it. No Diddy. Hit the like button. Don't confuse me. Okay. And we caught up. Let's see. Last comment, Red say Tate. Tate, hurry up with the show while Mark Malone is still cutting his grass. I heard y'all was going in on Mark Malone yesterday, man. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this show started, man. Without further hesitation, without further ado, I introduce you to myself, the homie Tate. Be right back at this, get this thing started.
Take a picture of greatness, relate this to a Rembrandt. I know it all, so listen close, even if I rent bent. I'm here once a week, rain, sleet, or snow, to tell all the facts that you need to know. So listen.
Tim Lyons said, take the true know-it-all, keep spitting facts.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
Let's get it, y'all. Yeah, man. But so a few things I want to get into. Keep in mind, live chat. Okay. Fee been working the night shift. Boy, y'all go fast, man. Right. Okay. So look, let's get this thing started. Now, live chat, this is the last comment. Not the last. I want you to keep commenting, but I'm caught up right there at the Tides comment. Now I'm about to get through my 3 topics and we're going to just open it up for the rest of the show. But what I wanted to get to real quick was, man, let's start where I'm the most wrong, the wrongest. That ain't even a word. Where I was the wrongest at, right? Let's talk about it real quick, right? And that's the homie, right? Kaleb Johnson. Man, so where my Kaleb Johnson graphic at? I know it's in here with his trash self. Hey, I ain't gonna say trash though, all right? So there was expectations for Kaleb Johnson to make the roster, in my opinion, to be the third running back. So then, to me, this is what happened, right? He's in a battle. I think right now he's like 5. This, provided he gets opportunity, and it may be over anyway. This Friday's preseason game against the Jets is going to be critical to the life of his football career as a Steeler. Damn, I misspelled concerns. Key points of concerns. Fault me for trying to get it together really quickly, right? But let's see. Preseason didn't look good. Let me play with this with backups, all backups. 3 yards on 2 carries. These are the reasons for concern, right? Second year, he's on roster bubble, and he's a 3rd-round pick on the roster bubble. He's limited. No real special teams expertise. So that limits his versatility. 69 total yards as a rookie across 10 games last year. I think only 28 yards rushing. So maybe he caught 1 pass and broke out or something. I don't remember doing a lot. Averaged 2.5 yards a carry last year. Not good. The one time we saw he wasn't really useful in special teams last year, the one opportunity he got, that kind of hurt his chances for the rest of the season. That game against what would end up being the Super Bowl champion Seahawks. He fumbled that kickoff, didn't go back and get it. You know you touched it, man. Well, I don't know. I want facing competition, not even competition from Jalen Warren and Rico Dowdell, but Travis Homer and Lou Nichols. I don't know what the Steelers do there. We're going to talk about that tonight, though. I'm going to tell you about what we're going to talk about on Pumpy Breaks, but in Smash the Gas, it's going to be about, some of the 53. He needs, and like you said, he gets to the line. He needs improved vision and decision making. He doesn't have short burst speed. If he can see to get through a hole, no Diddy. A running lane. How about that running lane? If he could do that, he might be okay, right? But he's struggling at that right now. So right now he's on the outside looking in. When I was breaking down, 53, 54, 55, this joker might be 57, right? He got to jump some folks. They're really in his room, though, right? Because, it don't do no good if you're running back and you jump the person that you want to keep as your last corner. You don't got nothing to do with the decision-making for the last running back in the last corner. You know what I mean? But So Kaleb Johnson, big wrong. Big wrong. If I had a gong thing on here, you know what I'm gonna do? Can I give myself a flag for that one? Not being biased for Claude. Let me give myself a flag one time. Let's see. Where's the flag at? Flag. Here I go for myself. Yep, that's on me. Next thing, I was wrong. And I wouldn't even say wrong, right? But we'll explain it. The 7th round rookie at Oklahoma, Robert Spears-Jennings. What's the deal with him? What's the deal with him is he was the 7th round draft pick, number 224th draft pick, right? But most 7th round draft picks don't get near the exposure and opportunity that this 7th round, 224th selection draft pick got, right? He was a project from the beginning. You know, a size, speed, combine specimen that played in the Big 12, not the best defensive conference, but they played some competition there, you know. He was known, had a reputation to bite on play action all the time, leaving himself open to get toasted all the time. Physical player, fast, strong, all those attributes we talk about, all those things. Like I said, 7th round pick, emerged as team primary backup safety. That's going to come down to, for me, to him and Jenkins that they picked, Jennings and Jenkins. Jenkins they picked up from, played for the Jaguars and the Browns last year, I believe. Played for the Browns last year, but better with the Jaguars when he played there a few years ago. As the last safety, I think they only keep 4 safeties because when Jalen Ramsey gets back, he'll be like the 4th safety. But with opportunity, with the first team, they earned consistent snaps, filling in for Elliott and Brisker. Ramsey not playing opened up more availability for even Ramsey snaps at center. So he stayed on the field. He stayed proving himself. He stayed making plays. We didn't know that when training camp started, when we was making our predictions about, you know, who could make it and who wouldn't make it. Nobody's thinking of 7. Practice squad, yeah. I mean, talent, right? Developmental talent. Size, speed, position of need, all those things. We thought he could be a guy eventually. Not this year. He could damn make the roster from a 7th round pick and get picked to the 53. I ain't mad at you. RSJ. Gotta call you something else, man. RSJ. How about that? Is that, yeah, Roberts? Yeah, RSJ. Had a good game against the Packers in the first preseason game. And he has a high motor, physical style. It's competitive. And, you know, and his physicality. He ain't scared to mix it up with guys. So that's Spears-Jennings. Saying I was wrong with that one because it was just early. He got way more opportunity than you could see at the time that we talked about what we talked about, right? So, yeah. So, I mean, at the time, Savage just came back. Not that I was big on Savage, but if Savage had been able to play and been healthy, he would have got the opportunities that Spears-Jennings got. Spears-Jennings got the whole plate. He had to ration out and share with nobody or nothing. That joker got the whole plate to himself, right? So, hey, when you get opportunity, make the best of it. I think he did. Shout out to Spears-Jennings. Lastly, where I was wrong, kind of wrong, not wrong yet, Steele's up there with the capabilities and having a big season and everything like that. He's my guy. Jalen Ramsey. You remember before preseason started, I was big on Jalen Ramsey. Him having not even a bounce back year. I think he played decent last year. He didn't play up to the Jalen Ramsey Hall of Fame guy we typically expect, right? But he had a good season. So what are we expecting as of now? It's timeline to return, like I said, the first part of the show. Expected to be relatively soon. When they're back over here on the south side now, practice today. We may hear some more this week, right? The goal is, and they expect him to be fully ready for week 1. He's taking mental reps on the sideline doing stuff. You know, as it says right there, current staff early August side field work. but not yet full team drills. So his versatility, Patrick Graham really likes everything Jalen Ramsey can do. He's a veteran. He's smart. He's a chess piece. They're going to move him around. He's going to get snaps at safety, nickel corner, hybrid linebacker slots and spots like guard and tight ends and, running back up the backfield. He'll truly get his opportunity to play a lot of places, which adds to his usefulness for this defense, especially this year. Rumors about him potentially being traded, I don't think that's going to come to fruition. I think he's going to play this year in Pittsburgh. Maybe his last. Maybe the homie Dalen Everett is ready for that role next year or somebody like that. But, or maybe Ramsey, has a great season and the Steelers decide to re-sign him, but at a more team-friendly contract. Maybe he likes, we'll see. But I still think he's going to be a playmaker and stuff, but we don't have any idea what it's going to look like yet because we haven't seen anything from it in camp while they were there at all. Don't know what it looks like. But so not wrong, still going to be proven right. And I wouldn't say right because he got his opportunity, but Robert Spears-Jennings, I just think they can't slide him through to the practice squad though, right? And we'll talk about this tonight. I think Spears-Jennings has made it. Because I think if you want to try and slide somebody through the practice squad, you don't risk a young, talented guy that you can develop. You risk a guy like Rayshawn Jenkins, who's a veteran, who you acquired during this, training camp process, who could be a good, steady player, but without near the upside. That's the guy you try and slide through to the practice squad. And I believe veterans don't have to accept like practice squad's assignment if somebody picks them up. So we could see the Steelers protect quite a few more veterans this year. I mean, I can't wait to talk about this tonight, but guys like Dean Lowry, Ryan McCullum, some of those guys that may not get picked up, that first day they get cut, and we can bring them back to the practice squad. We may have a lot more veterans on our practice squad this year. But we'll see what that looks like too, right? So that's my last one on being wrong. I'm sorry. Doctor's office called me. But yeah, so let's talk about real quick. I'm going to live chat right after I talk about what's going on this evening. So this evening, right? We got to pump your brakes. 53-man roster, gymnastics. Myself, Big G, Triple G, Shannon, going to talk about the roster, kind of give each of our individual 53s as we stand right now with just about 10 days ago. Today's the 19th. I think cut down day is a week from this Sunday. So that would be the 29th or the 30th, one of those days. It's the 30th is the cut day, right? The 31st is the day you can pick up practice squad. So tonight, tap in, talking about the 53-man roster gymnastics. Smash the gas tonight. Going back to the future, right? Talk about all some of the reasons why the Steelers can be contenders this year. We got gold jacket guys on the right, just like we got gold jacket guys on the left that won Super Bowls. Only one guy on the right, Aaron Rodgers, won a Super Bowl. He won it against the Steelers. Stopped us from getting another one, right? And Mike McCarthy with his diabolical self. But yeah, you got Cam Hayward, you got Mean Joe Green. You got a legendary quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. You had Terry Bradshaw. TJ Watt, Jack Lambert. So tap into that tonight. Smash the gas. And before that, the prelude to that is pump your brakes. Tap into both those. And then we got Jag 2G tomorrow night. We also got Trip OG tomorrow, the triple shot. Tap into that with the OG Shannon White at noon tomorrow, lunchtime with him. Yesterday was with Big G. Monday was with Mod with these lunchtime takes and lunchtime shows. But tomorrow night, the Jag 2G NFL perspective. We'll be here to talk some football. I give a preview on the Steeler game the day before, the eve of. We'll talk about some of the preseason games that are going on. I believe the Chargers and Texans and Raiders and some. We'll just, highlight it. Some Mount Rushmore talk. You guys love to participate in the list talk. Check that out. And Friday night, we'll be back with the homies. Kind of a sub-pseudo Jets Steelers post game. We're going to go a little later as far as the homies go on Friday night. And it'll turn into talking about the game, what we saw with the Steelers and stuff, along with some of the other little AFC North talk. So that's what's coming up. Tap into all those shows. Like I said, Trip OG tomorrow night, Jag 2G, Friday the homies, Sunday the flagship, and any breaking news or anything in between that, we're here to cover it. So now let's get over here to the comment section with my people. No doubt. GP, Triple OG in the building. Shout out to the homie. Shannon, right? Man, Dre Green said Joe Green, my favorite Steeler of all time. And he up there, man. He the GOAT. He the GOAT Steeler, though. Undoubtedly. And one of my Mount Rushmore lists is our favorite team, Mount Rushmore. So tomorrow I came up with for Jag 2G, I got my Steelers Mount Rushmore. It was hard. And we had a discussion about one of the shows a couple of weeks ago. And I had one guy on there and one guy off. Had to move that guy on. If you remember, had to move that guy on. And I'll talk about it tomorrow why I left one of the guys off and added one of the guys on. Ty again. PZ Fan Club. Let's hear it. PZ Fan Club. Ty. Pay that man whatever he want. Homie Ty said so. No doubt, Ty. PZ got to get that money, man. I think 30 gets it done, right? But so yeah, let's see. Mean Joe is foundation, no doubt. Shannon, there he go in the building. Shout out to the Trip OG, the homie. Salute one time. Part of the KnoItAllz family, one of us tapping in. I know you hit that thumbs up button already, Shannon. If you didn't tonight, you and Big G, Shannon, I'm going to put hands on Big G if you didn't hit the thumbs up button, man. So don't get Big G in trouble. I ain't going to mess with you, Shannon. I don't want no trouble. I don't want no smoke. I ain't going to mess with G either, right? Let's see. Ty said Tate Bing got 14 guaranteed. That's cheap. I mean, well, I think it is a low amount for a guarantee, right? But at the same time, I also think that he's betting on himself in the way that he can get that money, right? I mean, if you've been playing on a rookie contract for 3 years, still better money than most of us make, I'm sure, right? I'm sure them guys getting like rookie second round pick. He probably getting close to a M, I bet, if not a little over an M, right? But so you did that for 3 years. Even if you got $2 million, right? Now you got 6. And they say, oh, sign this deal. We gonna put 14 in hand right here. Oh, run it. Let's go. You come out, had the year he's supposed to have. You already got 14 in the bank. They ain't like, unless he have a major injury, he ain't going to play no more. You know what I mean? Even if he don't live up to the Steelers' expectation. Get his 14 mil. They find a way to, okay, you ain't show up. We don't want you. Somebody else going to pick him up and sign him still for maybe 8 million. More opportunity lies out there for young guys, right? So take all them factors in consideration. A bird in the hand is worth more than 2 in the bush. That's what Ben said. Let's see some of these comments. Okay, let's see. Well, let's talk about some of this stuff, right? Got more stuff to talk about. Let's see. I'm going to tell y'all like this. I think so. Word on the street. I see Mark say something. I'm looking forward to seeing the game Saturday too. We're going to see more of the starters. So we're going to see. Word on the street is Howard and Aller taking all the snaps. I don't know. Streets is talking, though. So you're going to see Drew and Will on the field, Mason and Aaron on the bench. And I'll get into this in a second, but Mason being on the bench, not getting a chance to prove himself, and Will and Drew both getting to be out there. Hey, y'all, I'm starting to more and more believe they're going to find a way to keep all 4 of these guys. I really am. I mean, because if you want to be honest about it, and there's people who's taking this take, I know Christine Black and Gold has alluded this in the chat several times and stuff like that on Facebook and stuff, that Mason is a solid backup, right? I think that's what the Steelers are trying to walk the fine line of trying to win now and build for later, right? So the Aaron Rodgers move, win now move. The Drew Aller pick, later, developmental. Will Howard, we like what he got. We want to work with him some more, like that for later. Mason Rudolph, you keep him? Well, if Aaron get hurt, we got to get through a couple games. Not like if Aaron Rodgers got hit and got hurt for the whole season, you won't see much of Mason Rudolph, right? Think they'll go to the young guys and see what they really have there. But it's a case to be made if he's out only 2 games, Aaron Rodgers, that Mason Rudolph's experience can get you through, right? So I'm really starting to think more and more they keep 4. So you say, Tate, 4 for what? And I'm going to tell you, take it from me, right? 4 for what? That's the reason. So, and I understand the thought process of it, right? I understand the game theory, the thought theory behind it. I do, right? Why keep 4 for the quarterbacks when only one can play at a time on the field? Makes sense. Only one center can play too, right? You got guys like Brock Hoffman can play center. You got guys like Spencer Anderson can play center. So you have, I mean, just as an example, right? I mean, are you better off keeping a 10th offensive lineman? Or are you better off keeping a quarterback? When you're a quarterback needy team, we know we're going to need a quarterback to see what that look like in the future. Even if he don't play, Mike McCarthy clearly likes what he's seen, right? Mike McCarthy, and I'll say it again, Mike McCarthy clearly likes what he's seen. So much so that after they was leaving Latrobe, before they left Latrobe the other day, they were getting ready to leave. They had a meeting with the quarterbacks. Mike McCarthy did, right? To kind of hash out to them their playing time and stuff like that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to okay. Yeah, no. Had a meeting with him about some of these things, what it would look like. I mean, and I've heard too much good talk from Mike McCarthy about everything he likes about both the young quarterbacks, right? So the thing is, after the meeting and the glowing talk, he spoken about both of them. What's Mike McCarthy there for? Enhance the offense, develop a quarterback. What do you need to develop a quarterback? Quarterbacks, right? So Mason Rudolph is the insurance policy for this year. I've come around to that. Behind Aaron Rodgers, but he likes both these young guys. If they put another young guy in the mix next year, or one of these guys prove to be the guy, you know what, y'all? I'm gonna come around. I'm not gonna say I'm wrong. I'm gonna come around on something else though. I'm starting to like what I saw seeing from Drew Aller too, right? I like what I'm seeing from Drew Aller. I mean, not necessarily like he played a really good game considering what it was, right? And where he played. But the traits, the intangibles, first round talent, Dave said, we thought before his last year at Penn State. Size, arm strength, 240, all that stuff. And Mike McCarthy's a guy that can develop. So, yeah, I mean, you better off keeping Will Howard or Mason Rudolph for your season and for your future as far as the quarterback go. than you are keeping Ryan McCullum on the 53, right? A center or slide through. If he don't slide through, you got Hoffman and Spencer Anderson. I'm much more convinced that they're going to keep 4 quarterbacks than I have been in quite some time throughout the duration of camp, right? I can see that potentially happening. Let's see. Anything else we need to talk about? Then I'm gonna just jump on over to the chats for the rest of the time we here. Keeping 4. Streets is talking. Okay, we talked about everything. Now, questions that let's see. Okay, let's go ahead. Get back alive. Let's see. Tristan say Allers need the right coaching for his talent. I can see that, Tristan. No doubt. No doubt. We'll see, though. James Palmer says Steelers really impressed with Aller. I don't care about James Palmer, man. I know the NFL Network guy, right? I mean, but no, I mean, you know, I wonder who he talked to. Yeah, they impressed, right? Had a good game, got all the talent. I mean, but he ain't going to play. But knowing he ain't going to play, you're going to keep him to developing. Will Howard, why not keep him to developing? Quarterback, a 4th quarterback is more important than a 2nd center when you got other guys that can play center. That's my thought behind that. And y'all already know, if I got to remind you again.
My logic is undeniable.
That's the whole thing, right? Not saying it's so, not saying it's fact, not saying it's true. I just believe it to be factually true. And we'll see. Ty say allergists need to sit and learn. Yeah, you can't sit behind a better mentor as far as how to see the game, right? How to see the game. Aaron Rodgers, Mike McCarthy's been around a lot of great quarterbacks. I mean, I haven't seen him. Well, maybe you give him credit for Aaron, but Aaron was a dog coming out of college, right? But of just development from a young guy, I mean, maybe Dak a little bit, but Dak had been in the league, had a good year or two. But he had his best year under McCarthy, right? Shannon said, spot on, Tristan. Franklin and staff were atrocious. I don't think Franklin, Somber in the building. Shout out Somber. See what Franklin does at what Virginia Tech this year. I think they're going to be good. I know who their quarterback is. I won't say that quarterback plays, though. It's everywhere he goes, just quarterback contamination. Is that what's going to happen? Okay. The homie Snoop Liz, the shout out to the homie Steven, Jag2G podcast. He said he made Dak a dog. He's a Cowboy fan, so I got to put some on that. You know what I mean? Give it some credence, right? And tap in tomorrow to check him out on Jag2G tomorrow night at 9:15. Check it out. Pickens, you big dumb. I hope Allen and Howard realize what they have with Roger. No doubt. I think I can't speak for Aller yet because I haven't really seen the engagement between him and Rodgers. But I think Howard did last year and this year, like he owes Rodgers with the correct amount of revenants, right? So I definitely agree with that one. That was Pickens' comment. Shout out GP. If Rodgers goes down, I think Howard and Aller can. No, you know what? Steeler girl. I wouldn't be mad at that either, right? Because the difference is of what the Steelers had for the past 19 years outside of you, when they had Big Ben, right? You didn't worry about their backup. But even when you had Charlie Badger, Byron Leftwich, you had Landry Jones and Mason. Those are the longer-term guys, right? But with Mike McCarthy, you got an offensive coordinator that can scheme stuff up. Scheme safe plays, scheme up plays where a quarterback can be successful like he did for the second half of the preseason game. Vanilla, but wanted Drew Allen to be successful. So I agree with that. Like, but still, as of right now, I'm going with 4. Let's see. Homie Mark said, I admit I was saying no way they keep 4 QBs and Howard was going. Now I'm not so sure what he's going to do. I'm with you, Mark. I just gave you my theory on it. But I will be watching. I will be watching too, man. That Friday night game is going to be a good one. Absolutely, Shannon. McCarthy, QB-friendly scheme. Let's see. Who else? We got what's Somber? Somber saying jumping here with a comment. Somber says rookie offensive lineman Jennings Dunker, who left Sunday's practice early, was not participating during the portion of practice open to the media. Also, rookie cornerback Dalen Everett was not. Yeah, but okay. I love Saunders, man, as a Steeler. He's my number one Steeler guy, right? On the local Steeler media sphere. I probably trust him and Faribault more. Not that I don't know the guys to trust them, absolute, but their takes. I see it like they see it a lot of times, right? So never any hot takes from those guys, right? That's what I appreciate most. Never any hot takes. Hey, K. Reed, I'm thinking the same thing, man. I don't think it's any more about building up trade value, right? Unless somebody blows their doors off with some type of offer, either for Mason or him. I mean, hey, I'm really thinking 4, man. I'm really, really effing thinking 4. I don't know. We'll see what it look like. Surely. But yeah, I mean, so any other thoughts? And we'll be back. Got 2 shows tonight, so I don't want to hold you guys up now. I'm just thinking. He Somber mentioned Dunker. I think Dunker is gonna steal a spot. He a positional 53 keep, right? Because he's a developmental offensive guard with good offensive guard talent, and you picked him in the 3rd round. You can't cut him, but he's gonna be your 3rd guard, right? Your 3rd guard usually you can put on practice squad, but because he hasn't performed well or to be able to earn the backup guard position on either side, he's 3rd team, and now he's going to the practice. I mean, not the practice squad. He would go to the practice squad, but he's going to have to be protected, and they're going to keep him. So he like still in the spot, right? Shannon with another comment. The homie says, interesting topic. McCarthy running soft camp, but still tons of injuries. Softer, safer training camp doesn't work. I'm kind of with that, Shannon, right? I mean, my thought on it is I've seen a lot of teams transitioning to that since Sean McVay had success with it. A lot of his coaching tree people, young coaches that have gone and left have done it. Zach Taylor, Cincinnati Bengals coach, prime example from the Sean McVay tree. Them guys, Bengals haven't been doing it for years. It takes some time to come out and warm up to the physicality of the season in September. They Septembers have been horrific. Big trash, right? I think you got to come out ready. I think it takes a certain amount of physicality out there at Latrobe in the preseason to get that physicality and that juice going, right? Somber, hopefully Dunker can heal up by Friday, but it doesn't sound like he'll be ready. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. I would love to see Dunker, but he is what he is for this season. Number 3 guard. And bouncing back from that. Do you want to see number 3 guard? Or you want to see the guys battling for 1 and 2 get more reps, right? I mean, Dunker will play if he's available, but I don't need to see that right now because he's not a playable option. Now you go to, for him, you get a lot of snaps in preseason game 3, but this preseason game 2 is like a semi-dress rehearsal as it stands now in today's NFL with 3 preseason games. IMO, in my opinion, right? Steeler Girl says, maybe that's why our O-line looked like punk shit. Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, we weren't ready for it. And Green Bay played their starters that first series, and we got blown back. Yeah, the physicality of the game, they wasn't ready for it. But, man, y'all, with that said, it's been great show. I'm going to get on and get out of here for Tate's Take, but don't you forget, Tonight, we will be back 7 p.m. The Pump Your Brakes podcast. Myself, Triple OG, Big G in the building. Breaking down the 53, what we think about it. We'll go over that with a fine tooth comb, with a microscopic eye. You're going to get some expert analysis on that. So tap in. After that, drop Triple OG off over to the Steel Curtain Network Street so we can go do a show. Yen Still Believe at 9 p.m., but at 8 p.m. after Pump Your Brakes, we got Back to the Future. We talking about the Steelers and why they can write their own narrative, their own script, so to speak, to this season. They got gold coat guys in the building, like the gold coat guys of the past, and we can see what that look like because it's gonna look different. So those are tonight. Again, like and subscribe. Help us get to 2K. We almost there, but even when we get to 2K, we not done. Because then the goal gonna be 2,500. You know, we take 500 subscriber bites, right? That's how we eat our food. 500 subscriber bites. So that's what we looking at. So, man, if it's nothing else, let me see. A few more comments came through. Let's see real quick. Shannon says, "Great show, Tate." Thanks, Shannon. Thanks, Trip. And check him out tomorrow at noon. Yep, we'll see everybody tonight for sure, for sure. Steeler girl, have a great day. Great show, Tate. Thanks. Dre Green, day 3. Guys really look like that. Game 3, okay. Somber. Mark showing his age out here in these Steelers streets. He said, peas and hair grease. Shout out to the homie, the OG in the building. Well, yeah, man. Definitely Steeler girl. Thank you. Glad you could tap in because I know it's early for you. We talked about this before, right? Ty, of course, in the building. Ty in the building with his pay peasy. Ty with the pay peasy, without a doubt. You know how Ty get out here, man. And for the homie Peasy.
And so, you know, I always say yesterday's price is not today's price. And that's because you're worth more.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
Tristan say, great show, Tate. Thanks, Tristan. Certainly appreciate it. Known ballers, yo, hey, man, if you just got here, go back and watch. We hit the 49-minute mark, about to tap out. But like I just said, we'll be back all evening long. 2 more shows a day on the KnoItAllz Network. Catch out any of them shorts or anything like that that's out there. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe. But once again, like I already said, I'm going to keep saying, because we need y'all folks in the building, our family, our live chat fam, our generals, everybody out there, and those memberships. But right now, getting to 2K, subscribe. That being said, hey, I agree with Rob, though. That was my whole premise. Rob behind saying I can't see Kaleb Johnson out, but he only has a physical back. I mean, Lou Nichols is a bounce out back. He can hit between the tackles, but he ain't gonna give you 20 workhorse carries, though, right? Let's see. Mr. G Styles say, great show today, Tate. Certainly appreciate it, man. Tap back in tonight, G Styles. We'll check you out then, man. With that being said, for the homie Tate, about to get out of here. See y'all later on tonight. We out. Big deuces, big peace to you. Till then.
Take a picture of greatness, relate this to a Rembrandt. I know it all, so listen close, even if I rent bent. I'm here once a week, rain, sleet, or snow, to tell all the facts that you need to know. So listen.
Tim Lyons said, take the true know-it-all, keep spitting facts.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.